Hey everybody, my name's Lydia. I'm one of the pastors here, and this is Up Week House Church video. This week we talked about the different ways that we process. And so for me, the question that came up was, as I was going through some difficult things in my life this past week, and at the same time reading through the Psalms, I was struck by the question of how do I process when hard things happen, when I'm in the middle of things that I would rather not be in the middle of, when I'm struggling through different things. How do I process that? And so that's my question for you as well. How do you process? Do you deny? Do you minimize? Do you wallow? Do you kind of let it snowball and become a bigger and bigger thing and keep seeing all the hard things and all of the things in your life when you go through something difficult? Which way do you process? And then kind of attached to that a little bit is, do we make that sound spiritual? Do we kind of hide behind this spiritual catchphrases of like, well, it's hard, but God's bigger, too quickly? Are we kind of minimizing but using some of the ways that we can sound like we're faith-filled people, to minimize and deny, or even to wallow? So I encourage you to have a really open and honest conversation about that, about how you process things. And when are you more likely to deny, and when are you more likely to wallow? Because I think we kind of do both at the same time. So that's my question mark for walking into this psalm. And then as I engage with the psalm, it leads to this light bulb that as I engage with it, as I pray through the ups and the downs within the psalm, it actually allows me to not deny, not minimize, but also not to be stuck there. It pulls me out. It helps me to see the larger picture. It helps me to see the truth about God in the right time, through the right process, so that I can walk through the things that I'm struggling with. I can process those things and I can come out on the other side. And so for me, that light bulb was, wow, this psalm that we were walking through this week really allows me to go through that whole process, come out on the other side full of faith, full of hope in what God is doing in and around me, and also be able to put those things that are hard in the right perspective. And so that for me was a really, really great light bulb moment. Connected with that then is, what do we do about it? What's the arrow? And for me, the arrow is just that encouragement to spend some time this week praying through either Psalm 22 or Psalm 13, or a different psalm that kind of more helps me match what I'm going through this week, to carve out that time and to pray through what's happening in my life through that psalm, and allow that psalm to speak truth to me, to help me process what I'm going through, and to really be able to bring me closer to God in this up week. So I encourage you to have good conversations about that. Keep each other accountable to spend time going through a psalm this week with God, you and God together. And then also have a great and rich time praying for the people in your lives that don't know Christ yet, that you are praying for and wanting to bring into God's family. Have a great house church. See you later.